Hey everybody, I'm TecToss and welcome back to Let's Play Endless Space Disharmony. We're playing the Sheredyn on Endless difficulty. I kind of miss saying impossible difficulty, which is my usual setting, but hey, somebody convinced me to try out Endless. So here we are, playing on Endless. And so far it's looking okay. Like, we did not get the greatest of starts as usual in this game. Like, seems like my karma from Endless Legend needs to come from somewhere, and apparently that is Endless Space. So every time I get a good start in Endless Legend, I get a bad one in Endless Space. Makes sense? Makes sense to me. But we got a decent start. Like, we could immediately settle for this, yeah. Go for this system here to settle on the Tundra planet here. Gives us a little happiness bonus, gives us a much needed strategic resource, titanium. And, well, we got Polaris as well, which is where we could settle. So that's like two of the wormhole systems are, let's say, habitable. They're not that great, but we can use them, we can make them work. And that's, in a sense, great in itself, because now we can block off our borders. We just need to be able to hold those two systems for long enough until they become full colonies. And then we should be okay. But that's going to be pretty tough, because, you know, behind this wormhole Polaris is going to be an enemy lurking. And same goes for Mitaka. So what we do need is a pretty early fleet and defend those borders. So that our tech should reflect that. And we already put like a couple plans in action. Like, we got the Xenology in one turn. We'll get the HE batteries and the unstable isotope manipulation. That gives us missiles and beams, and thus an early fighting ship. Then I'm going to go for the core mining, improve our output just that little bit extra, our industry output, that is. And from there on, I want to get the dust retrieval fast, because we should see some pretty early fighting action. I'm pretty sure of that. AIs are aggressive on impossible, and there should be no difference on Endless. So we get that and get a little cash flow flowing from our kills that we actually make. And, well, then we need to get additional... how are we going to do this? I think I'm going to go for the arid colonization, just to be able to do it if we got the happiness to sustain it, because we do on Polaris have two arid systems, one of which is particularly interesting for the extra 3 dust per population. And it can hold 5 populations, so that's 15 extra dust. So I want that. And then go for maybe the atemporal finance and the ability to make peace, because we do kind of need, like, at least have a peace period of 10 or 20 turns, depending on when we make it and with whom we make it, with one of the enemies at the wormholes, because we probably won't be able to have a two-front war. Like, that's not going to be possible, and we will be last in points, and you know the AI logic. Weak in points, weak to fight against, declare war. So you're gonna get declared war on, and we need to have the ability to at least sign one peace treaty after a significant victory. So, which we hopefully get with our really, really strong early game ships. And from there on, I think we might be able to squeeze in the applied Casimir effect and take the fight to the enemy. Actually, probably want to get the sieging. Well, we'll leave it like that. Like, I want to have the advanced magnetic drives, and then we'll... Whoops. We'll figure out if we do need the siege kinetics first, or if we could squeeze in the applied Casimir effect. So that is the plan for this episode. Let's see how that works out. We also got a scout going, so maybe we'll get a good event down here. And we got a colony ship next turn, I think. So let's kick it off. I was talking long enough. Anyway, but you need a good strategy, you need a plan. So that's what I'm trying to get. Now we're gonna go for Mitaka, like planned, because happiness and, you know, border system. That's 2 reasons there. Let's see what we get here. Polaris Workshop, cool. Okay, so there's once an event that only affects heroes. That's fine. And here we got the large Christmas ball, which I'm still convinced that is Santa Claus's lab. The Polaris workshop. Pretty awesome system, all things considered. Like, when you get the tech to actually colonize this methane thing, and get the Polaris workshop as well, that's going to be pretty good. But for now, it's uninhabitable. Uninhabitable? How do you say that? I don't even know. So, let's send the scout here to actually be able to block. And, well, we're going to get the public-private partnerships. Not sure if I'm going to finish the second colony ship there. Let's see. 1 turn for a population. Okay. You know what? We could buy out... Ah, no, that's not... I'm thinking about buying out this public-private partnership to get the colony ship faster. But I'm not sure if that's such a great idea. Let's hold off on that. We'll need the dust for other things. Yep, let's hold off on that for a second. Take another turn. And now we do have the beams, just need 1 more turn to get the rockets, and then we can actually get a nice little early game ship going. 2 turns. Yeah, I think I want to... Like, it's going to take 2 turns, and then... In 3 turns we'll get an additional population, so we should squeeze in the xenotourism agencies to get this planet fully popularized. Yeah. And also squeeze... Well, here we don't actually... Like, what does this do for us? +8 and +1. Okay, so we do actually need it here. Could buy it out too. It's only 100. Yeah, let's get that. Next turn we're gonna have the HE batteries, and then we're gonna have the ion torpedoes. So we should be golden. But we do need some extra dust income. Ah, ability point. Let's go for the labor and get the labor 4 going, so we can get the 20% production boost. Kinda like to have that. And probably, since we're making decent amount of dust here and here, not... Ah, that's gonna line up like... Oh well, we're gonna have 1 turn of extra dust, that's fine. Since we're making a decent amount of dust, I want to get a second hero ASAP. Because we do have a second corporate administrator. So I do want to get that guy rolling right away. Oh, not right away, but, you know, as soon as possible. And now we got the 80 dust together to make it happen. So let's make it happen. Here we go. Get this guy here, because he does have the administrator and the corporate tree. Hire, assign that to his system. And there we go. Very cool. So he does get the experience for all these early buildings. And he can grab this public-private partnership XP as well. And now we got the unstable isotope. So now we can actually design a little ship. And we shall do that. Don't like the standard designs. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay, so we don't have the titanium yet. How long do you take? 1 more turn. Okay, that's fine. Let's actually take that turn, shall we? Yep, let's take that. Go, 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 go. Of course, it's 2 turns. That makes me just a little sad, but that's okay. What else? Okay, we're making some extra dust here, so that's nice. Plus 38. Can we get a little more? Nah, not really. Could we get the colony ship faster if we go down? We could. Huh. So we save 1 turn on the colony ship in exchange for 10 dust. Yeah, that's okay. I'll take that. Take that in a heartbeat. Good. I'm actually sorry for the episode coming out so late, guys, but I had a really long day because I'm gonna take a little break to prepare for my exams, and I had to get my project to a point where my colleagues can actually work with it without needing my assistance or needing me to fix stuff. So, get the basics here, industrial zones, don't need to tell that. I can't buy it out. Oh, that's a little sad. Well, it's just the way it is. Get that basics going, and then we'll see what to do next. So yeah, that took a little longer than expected, because there's a couple additional requirements that needed to be met. Now, actually, I postpone that interesting story and get a ship made. There we go. That should be our focus, I think. How many can we fit on? Like, we can fit 10 missiles on. And one does 400 damage. So one of our ships should be able to insta-shoot, insta-kill one of the enemy's ships. That is the plan here. So I'm gonna go out like this, maybe? And what kind of defense we need? I think we start out with the deflectors, because they're just... Usually the enemy got kinetic weapons. And that should serve us pretty well. Okay, call this guy a rocket boat. Part of the reason being we got a lot of rockets on it, and second reason being this thing actually looks like it can swim. Yep. Probably modeled after the early Roman galleys, where you would have no sail on them, or just maybe one sail and just a couple of rowing slaves on that. And then you got the ramming, what's that called in front here? Well, basically to ram other ships. And they could actually swim. So that is a rocket boat. Good. And let's build a rocket boat on our new system, gotcha. Actually, decent speed, like 3, that's nice. Let's build a couple of those guys, and of course we also need a couple of those guys on our home planet. Because like I explained, we do need those early defenses, we do need them desperately. Now, the question just is, do we colonize Polaris, which does not have the most production, but got a little potential in terms of money output, or do we go for Neckar? Because, well, it's basically the same, just smaller. I actually want to go for this here, the friendly local desert planet. That would be our best bet, probably. But Polaris is in the more convenient in the sense that we actually have a bordering system, and once it turns into a full colony, like I explained, will be a little easier to defend our borders. Phew! Let's get it going. 2 turns. I'm not gonna waste 25 dust just to get this 1 turn earlier. Should be fine as is. And now we get our first skill point. And I'm gonna focus this guy on science, because we cannot fall behind in tech. That is one thing that cannot happen to us. So we do need to keep up with the enemies, at least in the basics. At least we need to have a suitable fighting ship, and that will require some extra resource in, some extra points in science output. Sorry for my brain lag there. And they're actually producing our basic ships at a fast enough pace, so I don't have to really worry about that. Okay, so the Hyperion is on the ocean planet, so that's another good argument to actually get... Oh, sorry for that. To check one more time. Yeah, okay. So that's a good reason to get that. And 2 more turns, then we can go ahead and colonize Polaris. Well, not colonize, but, you know, send the colony ship there. And there we go. Actually getting our first rocket boat going. Send that to the borders right away. And we get plus 40 XP on all ships. Isn't that cute? And here they come. What's our neighbor? The Horatio. Okay. Could have been, well, couldn't be much worse. Like, the automatons would be worse. I much prefer the Walters, because they probably have a little bit of a slower start. The Horatio don't have a slow start. They have a pretty strong start, and yeah. They are our neighbors, so that's great. That is exceptionally great. Well, gonna send my rocket boat there, and then we also need to establish a fleet over here. Probably the next one I'll send here, just to have this system protected a little better. Tech-wise, there does not need to be a change. We're, I think, in the right... moving the right direction. Okay. It won't actually help you if you attack me 3 times, but okay. Here you go. Now send the rocket boat here and send the colony ship here. And finish the movement. 3 turns. I guess we'll lose out on 20 dust, but that's okay. Just go ahead and kill that sucker. Go for the short circuit, and that should actually take care of him pretty well. Goodbye. Ordinarily, they would flee, but they cannot flee because we got that amazing little affinity. Okay, so I'm gonna go for the 15 dust. Yeah, I'm not gonna go for the 20 dust. I'm gonna go for the 15 science, because like I said, we do need to keep up in terms of tech, and that's what I'm trying to do here. Could get a little more. Well, it's fine like that. Get our stuff a little earlier, get a little more output overall, and we can afford it. Like, it's not a problem to actually not make the max in terms of output. We can afford to lose a little, or not lose a little, but make a little less dust, because we got that strong economy as the Sheredyn. Okay, queue them rocket boats up. Might seem a little excessive, but trust me, we will need them. We'll need every last one of them, and we'll probably lose a couple. Because once you kill that first scout, it's just a matter of time when the first enemy ship will come right behind him and cause some problems. And the first fleet they will send is probably gonna be like 3 or 4 ships maybe. So we need to have a little defense going. Actually, how long do we take? Okay. Oh man. Buy that out? No, not worth it. 60 for 2 turns. I think we'll do good like that. Now, just need to survive a couple turns, get that fleet going, get that protection going. We'll go here. And here they come. First contacts, automatons. Of course. Of course. Well, that's not too great. But what can you do, right? And here comes our... well... ah, damn it. Oh no, we do have the... yeah, we now have the dust retrieval researched, so we do actually get some dust from this. Very nice. Let's get 20 dust. Thank you. Too kind. But now we really need to get our fleets up over there. Get some more rocket boats going here. 5 turns, actually not too bad. Like, we could buy it out next turn. Get the ships going here. Again, looks excessive now, but trust me, it is needed. Good, so now I'm gonna have like one of these guys protect this system here, and the other one fly down to... Yeah, let's get that and then get another one going. The other one fly down to Mintaka, so the enemy scout or the automaton scout cannot escape in any way. So that is one thing we don't want, escaping scouts. Good. Now we got the colony ship here. Let's make use of it. Get the planet colonized. Very good. Get these guys stuck together. Actually stick the scout in there just so it's a little easier to manage. Just don't forget it. And now these systems here are not too great in terms of production, but the ocean planet does put out a lot of food. Yeah, it's just a little too hard to pass on the alien crafting, because we get +2 for the planet and +2 for it being ocean, so we get +4 food per population, while if we go for the geoindustrial plants, we only get +2 production. So I'm probably going to go for the Polaris thingy here, the alien crafting. Then, of course, the heavy isotopes. Then we can skip on the sustainable farms and go right to public privates or to xenotourism. We'll see. Well, not public privates. That sounds like, you know, showing my privates in public, but public-private partnerships is what I actually meant. Ooh. My voice failing me there. Sorry for that. Okay. Just hold our breath. Where's that automaton ship, man? Create that. Defend the system. How we're doing in terms of happiness? Not too great. If we go down like this, we'll lose 9 dust. I can't afford that. And it won't help us that much either. Like if we go here, yeah, we'll gain 1 turn on the production on Polaris. Not too great. So let's put it up there. +7 dust is still okay. And level this guy up. 1 more labor, and then we can actually get the efficient schooling. Should help out a great deal. Another rocket boat. Cool. So now we got a fleet worth calling one. So probably... Okay, let's think about that. We got 1 ship here. Another 2 near it. And 1 ship here. So I can send this guy down. Because on Spica we'll have 1... to block the automaton scout. So now we have 1, 2, 3. And I probably want to send 1 more rocket boat over here, because Gatria produces them so freaking fast that we actually can spare 1. I don't think... it's so hard to decide, because we, like... The Horatio could send like an 800 fighting strength fleet over here. It's not out of the realm of possibility they do that. And now I'm actually going to go for the extra dust, just to be safe. Because we do only, like, now we make +6 because of the hero. But yeah, I just want to be extra safe. Okay, get that going on Gatria, get it going on Spica. And I block this. Who are you? Oh, okay. Another 20 dust. Thank you very much. And we made contact with the Walters. Cool. Scout Vault. Yeah, go away. Okay. Okay, so send 1 guy here and move the rest of these suckers. Just 1 more turn. And we got Mintaka defended. Kind of. We got Spica blocked. Actually send this guy here and send the rocket boat off. Where is that scout? Did they go back? Like, did they go home? Nah, that's not possible. The AI doesn't do that. They simply don't do that. Okay, get the atemporal finance. It seems a little wasted to get the ability to make peace deals just now, but on the other hand, it's nice if you got it ready, right? It's nice to have that ready when you need it. Gonna take a little risk. I'm gonna get it out there and go for the advanced magnetic drive earlier and try to get the applied Casimir effect. I get this. And then go up here. Rush for more science output. Not sure. Let's actually just do it like that. That's enough. Like I usually, because if I plan ahead like 10 techs and then there's some event that makes me change my mind, I gotta like undo it all again and re-click, and that's just plan ahead a little bit. That's actually fine. Okay, got the fleets moving, very good. Okay, so now we got like a 3 stack here that can defend Mintaka, a 4th one coming in. Gonna have 1 on Speaker. And 1 more to actually send to Polaris, protect them. Cool, very, very cool. Okay, so far we're looking good, but we did not make any real enemy contact yet. Actually, I'm so fast at producing these ships, like I can barely keep up. Might be worth considering. Yeah, get a couple more and then actually get the colony ship. I think that might be worth it. Go for Kairos or Neckar at that point. Probably Kairos, because we get this friendly local bonus, so we will have no happiness problem on this system. And that should be good. Did I forget anything? We got the tech going, we got our borders defended. Got a couple of rocket boats here, 1 more coming. Got 1 here. And now the first enemy we kill some fleets off. So probably going to be the Horatio, because we started killing their scouts the earliest. So they should be sending a fleet the next 5 turns max. Maybe even sooner than that. And once we kill their fleet, they might actually be willing to take on a peace deal. And depending on how easy it is to kill that, I might propose one and then focus my power on attacking the automatons, or the other way around. Depends who is faster with their fleet and how easy they are to actually beat. Assuming we can beat them. That is, of course, the assumption there. Anyway, so this shall do it for the episode. I know it's a little bit of a talkative one and a little bit of a slow one, but I do want to think it through, and I also want to hear the input of all you experienced endless space players out there watching these series and smiling in your beards and look at that fool playing. Just give me a little bit of insight, help me through this, because it's my first time playing Endless, and man, I'm shaking in my boots. I'm not actually, I'm enjoying that, but I like to make it a little dramatic. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Leave those tips in the comments. If you enjoyed it, might consider clicking the like, but it's no obligation. You don't have to. And if you're not yet a subscriber, man, what's wrong? Just hit the subscribe button, because I'm going to keep putting out endless space content. Don't you worry. Maybe not on endless difficulty, because this is a little stressful. Like, I don't know. It's just a little... We'll see how it goes, but it's really difficult. Because you can't make mistakes. On Impossible right now I feel comfy, but on Endless it's... I don't know, I feel a little edgy. Anyway, I'm shutting up now. You guys have a wonderful day, and see you around for the next episode. Until then, goodbye.